I don't know. Playing soldier isn't exactly one of my life's ambitions. But if it gets you closer to whatever you're looking for, you might want to stick around.
Dance seems like a stand-up guy, but trust me, not all of the Brotherhood's people you want to meet.
Killing ghouls alongside the Brotherhood. Hope this ain't gonna become a theme with you.
Brotherhood's not exactly known for embracing new technology with open arms. Guess that means I shouldn't ask for a hug, then.
I'm glad we could help these folks, but I hope this doesn't mean we're falling in with the Brotherhood. Last thing I need is more people yelling at me.
It is encouraging to see not everyone had devolved to barbarism. We must help this Brotherhood.
Don't tell me you're seriously considering sticking around with these toy soldiers. I don't fancy taking orders from anyone but you.
It's refreshing to see a bit of military order within the Commonwealth. Let's just hope their intentions are in the right place.
Let's gather as much information as we can about the Brotherhood. It might prove useful later.
I still wonder what this Brotherhood outpost is doing here. I've never heard of them operating in the Commonwealth before.
I'm not sure if we just helped a few stranded soldiers, or pulled the trigger on an invasion of the Commonwealth.
I hope we didn't just do a very bad thing. The Brotherhood's history isn't always pretty.
Wouldn't put more Brotherhood soldiers real high on my list of needs for the Commonwealth.
Inviting the Brotherhood to our doorstep. I'm getting the feeling we just cracked the lid on Pandora's box.
More Brotherhood in the Commonwealth. Oh yeah, this is gonna go great.
I cannot wait to meet more of this Brotherhood.
Now that you've helped the Brotherhood make their long-distance phone call, maybe we should be getting back to business.
Now that we've done them a proper turn, let's hope they can return the favor.
Now we have a way to lure Brotherhood soldiers out in small numbers.
I don't know that we really want to invite more Brotherhood forces into the Commonwealth, General.
I really hope you know what you're doing. The Brotherhood guys, they aren't playing cards with a full deck. Get in the way of their technological crusade and they'll knock you down without even blinking.
All right. I hope you know what you're doing, boss. Some of our friends might have some strong thoughts about the Brotherhood.
You know, if you were looking to get bossed around more, you could have just asked. Didn't have to jump in with the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood has some pretty strong feelings on technology's place in the world. Hoping that's not a sentiment you share.
This is some kind of undercover thing you're doing, right? Eyes inside the Brotherhood? I'd probably move some papers. Take notes.
Now that you are in this order, we simply must see what this Brotherhood knows of medicines, diseases, pathogens.
Don't let this whole soldier thing go to your head. Ask me to salute, and all you'll be seeing is my middle finger.
Sir, I realize you have military training, but I fear your decision may have been too abrupt. The Brotherhood seems more concerned about their technology than the people of the Commonwealth.
Joining the Brotherhood? I hope you know what you're doing.
I don't think the Brotherhood is here to bring peace and freedom to the Commonwealth, General.
You didn't happen to borrow any of those Fat Man shells while you were at Fort Strong, did you?
No matter who you're working for, ops like this are good all around.
Don't like the idea of the Brotherhood sitting on a pile of nukes, though I guess it beats the mutants.
The world's a safer place with those nukes out of mutant hands. Now we just have to worry about what the Brotherhood's going to do with them.
Just think what a group of mutants with nukes could have done to a place like Diamond City. Or maybe don't.
Ridding the Commonwealth of that mutant scum and securing the Fat Man shells is a job well done, soldier. I'm pleased to see that you're taking my advice to heart and honoring the tenets of the Brotherhood.
The FEV virus is a virtual miracle to transform base Homo sapiens into something so rigorous, amazing.
Wiping out those super mutants at Fort Strong was a smart move. Couldn't have those green bastards playing with nukes.
Glad those super mutants were too daft to use their nukes against us.
Arming the Brotherhood with Fat Man shells won't win you any friends in the Institute.
That's quite an arsenal you just handed over to the Brotherhood.
When I was a kid, I heard stories about Liberty Prime Jr. stomping around the capital wasteland. By helping the Brotherhood bring it back, you're unleashing a mechanical monster into the Commonwealth.
Look, I think we've helped the Brotherhood enough, boss. If they get Liberty Prime operational...
A giant robot that kills anyone who disagrees with its masters. Leave it to the Brotherhood to sap all the meaning out of the word liberty.
Not that I'd ever speak ill of my fellow bot, but I don't think another war machine is what the Commonwealth needs right now.
Helping construct a literal war machine? I hope you know what you're doing rebuilding Liberty Prime.
Rebuilding Liberty Prime will ensure our victory over our adversaries in the Commonwealth.
I cannot wait to see this Liberty Prime fully operational.
I have to admit, if this Liberty Prime can do even half of what the Brotherhood promises, it'll be a sight to behold.
Proctor Ingram has quite the mind for mechanics. If she can fix up Liberty Prime, no doubt I'd be in good hands should I ever fail to self-maintain.
With a weapon like Liberty Prime, the Brotherhood will be unstoppable. Is that what you really want?
The Institute may be the Brotherhood's first target, but after they're eliminated, then what?
Don't tell me you were shocked when you found out Dance is a synth. The guy has about as much emotion as a bag of hammers.
See, this is what the Brotherhood's really about.
Dance gives his whole damn life to the Brotherhood, and they turn on him. So much for loyalty.
Paladin Dance was a loyal soldier. Finding out he was a synth, that man must be going through hell right now.
I can't believe Dance was a synth. I mean, I can, because, you know, I've heard him speak.
Time and time again, scientific understanding is at odds with basic morality. Dance has served the Brotherhood well. Why should it matter if he's a synth or not?
Finding out Dance is a synth makes me wonder how we'll ever feel safe with the Institute churning out copies of people.
To think the Brotherhood can so easily turn on someone as loyal as Paladin Dance.
Even I didn't know he was a synth.
If the Institute can infiltrate the Brotherhood of Steel, then nobody is safe.
Letting Dance die after he went to bat for you with the Brotherhood was pretty low. And how could you do that to someone who trusted you?
Another good man killed because of blind prejudice. Will we ever learn?
That's no damn way for anyone to go. Brotherhood or not, Dance deserved better.
What happened back there? Dance deserved better than that, and you know it.
So I guess that's what Dance gets for a lifetime of loyal service, huh?
Dance should not have met an end like that. It is not right.
Well, that's one synth down and an Institute fool to go. I guess you have to start somewhere.
Paladin Dance may have been a synth, but he was better than most men. His fate was truly undeserved.
Waste of a fully operational Gen 3. That's disappointing.
Dance was a comrade. You should have stood by him.
The way you stuck your neck out for Dance, well, it says a lot about you. It makes it easier to stick around when I know I won't end up getting stabbed in the back.
I think Dance is better off without these assholes.
You did good back there. Maxon needs to know there are some lives he doesn't get to play with.
So, Dance lives another day and gets to take his leave of the Brotherhood. I'd call that a win on all accounts.
Still not sure how you did it. But Dance, he owes his life to you. Well done.
Just thank you for believing in me. I promise I'll do whatever it takes to repay your kindness. I don't know what else to say to you. It's difficult to express my appreciation in words.
At least Dance is free. But this whole attitude about synths...
After all that crap about the Brotherhood believing that the synths need to be exterminated, how could you let Dance walk away like that? If you ask me, it's just a matter of time before he betrays you.
You did the right thing, sir. Although something tells me Paladin Dance's struggle has only just begun. He spent his whole life hating synths, just to discover he's one of them.
Too bad. He was making himself useful. At least he'll live.
I'm glad you stood by Dance. He was a loyal comrade, whether or not he was a synth.
I don't care what the Barilla Hooga whatever is for. If you get to take down some synths in the process, then it sounds like it's worth going after.
Point of no return, boss. You get the Brotherhood that part, and there will be serious, unavoidable consequences.
Here's the question you gotta be asking yourself right now. Do I trust a guy like Maxon with a massive killer robot? 'Cause I sure wouldn't.
One more piece before Liberty Prime's unleashed on the Commonwealth. I hope you're prepared for what's to come.
Just one agitator away from putting down the Institute for good. We're not just trading one monster for another, are we?
Keeping the beryllium agitator out of the Institute's hands should be your top priority. Who knows what they intend to do with such a potent device?
One piece away from resurrecting such a formidable technology. Are you excited too?
This Maxon fella has you running all over the Commonwealth, fetching him bits of junk. This better be leading to something worthwhile.
I hope this beryllium agitator is truly the last piece. As a fellow robot, the idea of seeing Liberty Prime functional is quite invigorating.
Liberty Prime could threaten the Institute itself. You should think very carefully about what you do next.
I hope you don't think the Brotherhood will just turn off Liberty Prime after they use him to take out the Institute.
I know you were just following orders, but did you really have to kill all these people just because Maxon said so?
Railroad never hurt anyone that didn't have it coming to them. Though I guess we can add a couple more names to that list now.
All I can think is, why? Honestly, how much of a threat could a dozen or so people in a church pose to the mighty Brotherhood?
I suppose this was always how it was going to end, wasn't it? The Railroad never could have lasted with the Brotherhood on their trail.
The Railroad was rife with traitors and sympathizers. Destroying them was the only way to ensure the security of the Commonwealth.
This railroad only sought to help Sins. Do they really deserve this?
Don't feel bad about burning the railroad down. It's not like they ever did you any favors.
All the railroad did was seek to help those who wanted their own freedom, their own life. Is that such a terrible thing?
Every time we've wiped out the railroad, it came back. Not sure they'll be coming back from that.
I don't understand why you continue to help the Brotherhood.
Well, there's no going back now. I only hope Liberty Prime finds the way into the Institute, or this is going to be a short war.
I'll give him this much. The Brotherhood sure knows how to take someone out with style. Institute ain't got much hope against Liberty Prime.
So, the Brotherhood got their war machine. Let's hope they use it wisely and sparingly.
Liberty Prime is going to change the Commonwealth forever? Here's hoping it's for the good.
Getting Liberty Prime running is a proud moment for the Brotherhood. My only regret is that I wasn't there to see it with my own eyes.
Mankind's technological achievements in war are unmatched. Perhaps when this institute is dealt with, we can further other fields as well.
That's a hell of a robot we just set free. I sure hope Maxon keeps it on a short leash.
Liberty Prime is a true testament to mankind's abilities. Let's just hope she's enough to get us inside the Institute.
You're making a terrible mistake. There's no other way to say it.
I guess this is the point of no return.
It takes a lot to impress me, but watching you kill that Deathclaw, that was something else.
Oh, Deathclaws. That could have gone very, very badly.
Dropping a Deathclaw's no joke. Seriously took care of business back there.
Walking away from a fight with a Deathclaw is no small feat. Nicely done.
Don't often see fights against Deathclaws turn out that well. Mostly because fights with Deathclaws rarely leave witnesses.
Defeating that Deathclaw was quite a feat of combat prowess. Well done, soldier.
It is good you are here. The offensive capabilities of this Deathclaw are quite advanced.
Watching you slug it out with that beast was damn impressive. Too bad me money was on the Deathclaw.
Jolly good show, sir, taking on that dreadful beast. Deathclaws. They couldn't have been more aptly named.
Not many people in the Commonwealth can take down a Deathclaw.
Good fight. Deathclaw tough enemy.
So the Minutemen need a new home, and we get to kill a bunch of Mirelurks? Count me in.
All right, I admit it. Kinda getting the chills here. Taking back Castle for the Minutemen would be pretty cool.
Castle will be back in Minutemen hands in no time.
It's about time the Minutemen reclaimed the castle. These folks could use a victory.
Just a couple Mirelurks between the Minutemen and their old home. Let's not keep 'em waiting.
I wish you'd focus your attention on Brotherhood matters, but the Minutemen seem noble enough to assist. Lead on.
Retaking Fort Independence. Oh, this would make a good movie.
If you want to help the Minutemen get cozy in the castle, I'm right behind you.
Time to clear out these crustaceans and get good old Fort Independence the inhabitants it deserves.
Remember, you're important to the Institute, so don't take any unnecessary risks.
Strong, ready to fight. Ready to smash!
Well, I might be covered in a bunch of Mirelurk slime, but I'm hanging in there. Where to now?
Those Mirelurks didn't stand a chance. Who's ready for an epic clam bake?
Doesn't look like you lost any important chunks to those lurks. So far, I'd call this a win.
Ugh. Can you believe that stench? Maybe we should have just let the Mirelurks keep the castle.
Nasty sea bugs didn't stand a chance, did they? So what's next?
Those Mirelurks were no match for our superior firepower. Let's continue to our next objective.
Mirelurks prove no match to humanity working in concert.
Blowing away a bunch of Mirelurks was more fun than I thought. What's next?
Not bad for a day's work. Although, this place needs a lot more tidying up, if you know what I mean.
Stay focused on the enemy. Don't get too confident.
Strong want more. More things to smash.
Well, that Mirelurk queen was, horrifying. I don't think I'm ever going near the ocean again.
Did you see that? With the claws and the size? I am definitely going to be needing a change of clothes.
So much for Queen Mirelurk. Now her castle belongs to the Minutemen.
Suppose we know why no one else has managed to reclaim the castle before now. But taking down Mother Mirelurk was a sight to behold.
Well, that was an experience I'd love to never have again. But I suppose it was worth it if it helps the Minutemen.
We must study this fascinating creature. Do all Mirelurks come from such a beast? Or is this a case of parallel evolution?
Watching that Mirelurk queen drop was quite a sight. I hope these Minutemen appreciate everything we're doing for them.
Killing that Mirelurk queen was quite an accomplishment, soldier. You should be proud.
It's terrifying what radiation has wrought upon the Commonwealth. Seeing a Mirelurk that big? What's next?
You handled yourself well against that Mirelurk queen. But I don't see how any of this helps the Institute.
This great battle. Strong tell this story many times.
If Ronnie's right, this armory could be like a gold mine. I'd say we follow her lead for now.
It's been a lot of years. Who knows if there's anything in the armory anymore?
Not sure how much of this armory's gonna be left, but I ain't arguing with anyone promising me guns.
Doubt the Mirelurks had any interest in whatever was in this armory Ronnie's describing. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something worth salvaging.
Hard to believe an armory like the one Ronnie's describing going untouched all these years.
If the armory that Shaw's describing truly exists, we should definitely follow her lead. It may contain weapons or technology the Brotherhood would find useful. After the Minutemen are done with them, of course.
Hopefully the armory is still accessible. Time ravages all things.
I'm telling you right now, if this Shaw bird leads us into a trap, it's the last time she'll be leading anyone anywhere.
I hope this armory is as good as Miss Shaw recalls. The Commonwealth needs all the protection it can get.
Wonder what we'll find in this armory.
Sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
More weapons good. Need guns. Need hammers.
With all those weapons in the armory, the Minutemen should have plenty of protection. I hope they appreciate everything we've done for them.
Well, Shaw was right. Who knew the Minutemen had such fun toys?
Looks like the Minutemen had some seriously good taste in armaments, and they'd all be collecting dust if it weren't for Ronnie.
Not a bad haul. Ronnie's weapons should keep the Minutemen armed to the teeth for the foreseeable future.
Seems Ronnie delivered. Minutemen should be able to do a lot of good with those arms.
The armory contains quite a collection of useful weapons. It's a shame you're electing to give all of it to the Minutemen.
I hope the Minutemen will use their old armaments to help people.
Well, looks like Ronnie wasn't lying about the armory. I guess she can walk away from this one.
We're quite lucky all those weapons remained here untouched. I suppose we owe it to the Mirelurks, keeping the real scavengers at bay.
Any chance you get to stock up on arms and ammunition, you should take it.
Crazy to think of all those weapons just sitting there under our noses this whole time.
That artillery should give the Minutemen the edge they need to take on anyone, including the Brotherhood of Steel.
All right, the railroad's got to get some of that. I'd love to rain down some destruction on the Institute.
Folks are sure as hell gonna take the Minutemen seriously, now that they got the firepower to back it up.
That's some serious firepower you've set up. God help anyone who takes on the Minutemen now.
Whew! Minutemen are gonna win a lot more arguments with that artillery covering them.
Allowing the Minutemen to use a weapon of this magnitude is tactically irresponsible. Don't you realize that you may have just handed them the tools to destroy the Brotherhood?
Given the technological levels of the Commonwealth, this artillery may tip the balance favorably for the Minutemen.
I've heard of bringing out the big guns, but the Minutemen are taking it to a whole new level.
Looks like Fort Independence is back in business. Artillery like that should give Minutemen enemies quite the challenge.
With firepower like that, the Minutemen could actually pose a threat to our surface operations.
This artillery could really come in handy. We should set up batteries and as many settlements as possible.
Big gun. Kill many fish things.
I don't know about this Freedom Trail thing. We should be out here trying to make some caps, but instead we're out here sightseeing.
Not sure what kind of numbers they got now. But you can bet the railroad would be a whole lot bigger if they handed out pamphlets instead of making folks walk this damn trail.
Freedom Trail rolls through some rough territory. Suppose that guarantees any new railroad applicants can hold their own.
I've known a decent number of people who've tried following the Freedom Trail. None who've come back, though.
I trust we're following this Freedom Trail with the intention of finding and eliminating the railroad.
To find this railroad, we must follow the trail. Oh, I hope we can find a tour guide.
There better be some gold at the end of this Freedom Trail rainbow, if you catch me drift.
It's rather fitting, the railroad using the Freedom Trail.
Let's keep our eyes open. We could be walking into a trap.
They left us a little puzzle to solve, huh?
Strong Nazi trail. Just buildings.
I'll be honest with you. As long as the railroad pays us caps, I don't care if he rescues synths or Santa Claus.
So the railroad's real. Glad to see someone standing up to the Institute and living to tell the tale.
The railroad in the flesh. I always figured there had to be some truth to all those spook stories.
I knew it! I knew the railroad was real. But I can't write a story on this, right? It'd compromise their whole... Okay. Deep breath.
Truly? The railroad goes to such extremes to rescue synths? This is noble, yes?
Don't be looking to me for advice. If you want to help these bleeding heart railroad folks, that's your business. I'm just along for the ride.
I only want to caution you, sir, about putting yourself even more in harm's way. While I'm certain the railroad has good intentions, going directly against the Institute may bring more attention than you wish.
Now we know where the railroad's been hiding. That could be useful.
Don't forget your responsibilities to the Minutemen, General.
Human smart to leave. No railroad tracks in there. Desdemona human lies.
The railroad had themselves a heck of a headquarters before the Institute decided to kick in the front doors.
Must have been tough for the railroad, going from a big facility like this to a church basement.
This place is built like a vault. Must have been a hell of a scrap when the Institute dug the railroad out of here.
From the looks of this place, I'm surprised there's any railroad left at all.
What a formidable base. It is a shame the railroad was forced to flee.
Not much left of this place. Looks like it was a close call for the railroad.
Not too shabby. A real shame the Institute had to come and make such a mess of things.
This is about what I expected for the railroad.
No wonder the railroad is so paranoid now. The Institute must have nearly wiped them out here.
Smashed. Nothing here.
Decided to fly the railroad's flag, huh? Fine by me. I just hope they're paying us back for putting our necks on the line.
Well, look at you, spitting in the eye of the Institute by joining the railroad. Now that takes guts.
A bona fide agent of the railroad. What say we go help out some synths?
Well, never thought I'd get my very own contact in the railroad. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Joining this railroad. I think I approve.
If you think joining up with the railroad's gonna help you find what you're looking for, who the hell am I to say no?
Quite the noble cause, sir. I hope the railroad knows how lucky they are.
I guess the best place to gather intel is from the inside.
The railroad must know more about the Institute than anyone in the Commonwealth.
Crazy humans. Helping fake humans is stupid.
The Brotherhood I remember wouldn't have let us off so easy. Good thing they're being distracted by the Institute.
I can't believe the Brotherhood found us. Thank God you warned everyone in time.
Brotherhood thought they could just waltz right in like they own the place. Lucky we were here, weren't they?
There's only one reason the railroad's still here, and that's you.
Thank God we got here when we did. Otherwise, there might not be a railroad left.
If you had not been there, I sincerely think the railroad would be all gone.
The Brotherhood was hell-bent on tearing the railroad a new one. Good thing we were around to stop 'em.
Impeccable timing, sir. I shudder to think of the railroad's fate had the Brotherhood beaten us here.
One thing's for sure. The Brotherhood is going to remember this.
The railroad seems to have more enemies than they need.
Brotherhood dead. Strong smashed. Good fight.
We're taking a lot of risk using the Trojan horse method. Let's hope the Brotherhood's rusty on their ancient Greek history.
A direct flight to Brotherhood HQ, huh? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Bringing down the Prydwen's gonna cost a lot of lives. I suppose a strongly worded letter's probably out of the question at this point.
Really wish Tom would hurry up. I'm starting to think about how nuts this plan is.
Flying. This would be so exhilarating. If we were perhaps not going to our destruction on the other side.
I hope you're loading that vertibird with lots of steak, because you're going to be flying us right into the lines then.
If not for your complete trust in Mr. Tom, I'm afraid I'd be quite the shambles right now. You do trust him completely, right?
Please don't tell me we're actually going to fly in that thing.
I can't even count the number of ways this could go wrong.
Strong not want to fly. Metal bird fall and kill Strong.
Watching that airship go down in flames. Yeah, remind me never to piss you off.
You feel sorry for them, pal. I'll just roast some marshmallows.
You know how to light up one hell of a barbecue. Brotherhood won't be cleansing anyone now.
The Brotherhood may have been zealots, but did they deserve this?
All those people on the Prydwen. All those lives. But there was no other way, right?
Institute rules all now. Good. Only one enemy for super mutants to destroy.
Ha! I'm betting those Brotherhood blokes don't even know what hit 'em. Call me crazy, but I actually liked watching those creeps burn.
I hope you found that as satisfying as I did.
God damn. I never thought the railroad could actually pull it off.
Ha! Strong new building couldn't fly forever. Had to fall.
Hang in there. We'll make the Institute pay for what they did to you and your family.
This is actually happening. Us, we're attacking the Institute. Are we nuts?
All the pain, the fear, the loss the Institute's inflicted. Time we return the favor.
Bringing down the Institute with its own synths. Almost poetic, isn't it?
Remember this day. Because today, we free this place from the Institute. As soon as I can stop shaking.
Ever since I heard of them, I wanted to visit this institute, but under very different circumstances. Mon Dieu.
First the Brotherhood, now the Institute. I really hope you know what you're doing.
I suppose if I survive taking on the Brotherhood and the Institute, I could fancy myself a proper Mr. Gutsy.
Taking on the Institute is a very bad idea.
Time to give the Institute a taste of their own medicine, General.
Well, that closes the book on the Institute. I can't believe you actually did it. Looks like I picked the right traveling partner to hang around with. Now, what do you say we head off and look for some more trouble?
Not many people get to be here, living history as it's written. For the first time, possibly ever, the Commonwealth's got a blank page to write. Thanks to you.
No more Institute, huh? Didn't think I'd ever see the day. You did damn good.
You should be proud of what you've done, soldier. Destroying the Institute wasn't simply a victory for the Brotherhood. It ensures the survival of humanity itself. Well done.
Science, when used to advance the species, is a most wondrous thing. To see such knowledge perverted. This is a tragedy beyond words. But I think you did the right thing.
I guess that's the end of that. No more Institute holding the Commonwealth hostage. Hell of a job you did there. Hell of a job.
So it ends as it began. Fitting, I suppose. If only the Institute was interested in helping improve the Commonwealth. Why none of these powerful groups want to help the actual people of the world we live in is beyond me.
You haven't just destroyed your son's legacy. You've destroyed all hope for mankind.
The Institute left us no choice. It was them or us.
Institute smashed! Strong tell brothers great story!
You really think Valentine has what it takes to find your kid? He's literally falling apart.
Valentine's not a bad guy to owe you a favor. Hopefully we can cash it in to find your boy.
If anyone can point you towards your boy, it's old Nick. Assuming we all get out of this pit alive, that is.
Nick's the finest sleuth in the Commonwealth. If anyone can help you find your son, it's him.
A real private investigator. I hope he can find your little boy.
Now that we rescued this Nick fella, maybe he can help you find your son.
Mr. Valentine's made quite a few friends along the way. Let's just hope they aren't enough to stop us from finding young Sean.
Nick Valentine has a good reputation around the Commonwealth. He'll help you find your son, if anyone can.
Fake human help find small human? Strong confused.
If Kellogg's out there, we'll find him. I promise.
If the dog can find him, we'll get what we need from Kellogg. Promise.
I thought I knew all the scum in the Commonwealth. Never crossed paths with any Kellogg. Should be a fun introduction.
That dog's got one hell of a nose. He'll sniff Kellogg out.
This Kellogg can't be far now.
The olfactory glands of the canine are quite advanced. We will find this Kellogg.
It'll be me pleasure putting a bullet in the guy who kidnapped your son.
Hot on Kellogg's trail, aren't we, sir? I can't wait to see the look on his face when we find him and give him what for.
Let's hope Kellogg's trail hasn't gone cold.
Strong find Kellogg human. Make him help or strong smash.
Well, well. Dog meat must be part bloodhound. Why don't you give him a break while we pay Kellogg a visit?
That little mutt's gonna put Nick out of business with that nose of his. Now for Kellogg.
I think our canine compatriot has earned a medal. Let's you and I take it from here. Give the old dog a break.
I knew dog meat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
This is it, isn't it? Kellogg's here. All right, Blue. It's you and me. I think dog meat's earned some time off.
So many breeds of Canis familiaris, but I think this may be one of the best. Good dog! He led us straight to Kellogg.
Smart little mutt. He led us right to Kellogg. Why don't you have him run off and play so you can start your little reunion?
Dog meat's done his job. Now it's time for us to take over. Let's find Kellogg and finish this.
Dog is good hunter. Let dog hunt alone. Human has strong now. Go kill Kellogg human.
I believe that nose has earned our pup here a holiday. He did his part, and now it's time for us to do ours.
Well, that's the end of that. Looks like Kellogg won't be kidnapping anyone ever again.
We always knew someone was coordinating the Institute's efforts to find the railroad. Glad we ended the bastard.
You ask me? You gave that goon exactly what he deserved. Kellogg's kidnapping days are over.
I hate to say this, but we should probably check the body.
I suppose we're gonna have to find some other way to track down your son. Because Kellogg's not giving us anything at this point.
For what this man has done to your family, his end is well deserved.
Killing Kellogg felt like taking a crack at the whole institute. I guess we'll just consider this practice.
He had it coming, sir. One less villain in the Commonwealth.
He had it coming, if anyone did.
Kellogg human dead. Good.
Did you see the size of that airship? Now that's how you make an entrance.
Back in Capital Wasteland, the Brotherhood was a force to be reckoned with. But them plus a giant airship.
Brotherhood knows how to make an entrance. I'll give him that.
Flying that ship into the heart of the Commonwealth. Mark my words, the Brotherhood's here to start a war.
Have you ever seen anything like that? The airship? God! They must have an entire army on that thing.
We simply must find a way onto the Brotherhood's airship. Think of all the things they must know.
I'm not superstitious, but seeing that ship fly overhead gave me the chills. I don't think anything good can come from this. Not one bit.
That airship was quite impressive. Whoever this Brotherhood is, let's hope they're friendly.
I doubt the Brotherhood's intentions are peaceful.
How does building fly? Building should fall. Strong not like Spring's building.
Is she really going to poke around Kellogg's brain like that? Gross. I hope this Dr. Amari knows what she's doing.
Don't worry. You're in good hands with Amari. It's been weeks since she's cooked anyone's gourd.
Are you as concerned as I am that Doc Amari knows how to hook up a dead brain to her machines? I'm just saying.
Dr. Amari appears to be placing her faith in technology. Maybe it's time you do the same.
I hope you have confidence in Dr. Amari, because I'm not buying what she's selling. She sounds like a goddamn quack, if you ask me.
Cybernetic brains and memory extractions? It's all a bit unnerving.
There's gotta be some other way to find out what you need to know.
Brains are for eating, not probing.
That little trip down Kellogg's memory lane really worked, huh? It must have been something else.
Hey, you okay, boss? You're still you, right? You never know. Amari can really do a number on people's noggins.
Flying Kellogg's gray matter must have been a wild ride. Can't say I'm not a little jealous.
You know, you are some kind of dedicated. I wouldn't want to share a beer with Kellogg, let alone a brain.
Traveling within someone else's memories must have been quite an experience. I'm certain that whatever you discovered while experiencing Kellogg's past will eventually lead you to your missing son.
I should write a paper on this. The science of your neurological journey is quite fascinating.
Riding around inside Kellogg's memories must have been fun. Was he just as much of an arsehole when he was young? Or did he grow into the job?
I certainly hope there are no side effects after traipsing about in the mind of that mercenary.
Are you all right, General? You didn't look so good while Amari had you hooked up to her machine.
Ha! Amari human lied. Human not go inside Kellogg. Human never left room.
If Dr. Virgil really turned himself into a super mutant, we need to find him before he completely loses his mind and decides to kill us.
An actual Institute scientist, albeit a huge, ugly green one. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Gotta be real scared of whatever's chasing you to think turning yourself into a mutant's a good idea.
Turning yourself into a super mutant to survive the glowing sea? Well, I can't say Dr. Virgil lacks ingenuity.
Driving one of their own scientists to turn himself into a super mutant. Just one more wrong the Institute has to answer for.
If this Dr. Virgil doesn't have a way to find your son, I'd recommend exterminating him without hesitation.
This Virgil is a fascinating fellow. I look forward to dealing with him more.
I can't believe that Virgil bloke turned himself into one of those monsters. I've heard of been desperate, but that's taken it a bit too far.
I must confess it's a bit of a wonder to hear intelligence coming from a super mutant. Let's just hope Dr. Virgil still knows what he's doing.
Do you think we can really trust this guy? The Institute may be after him, but that doesn't make him our friend.
Strong not trust Virgil. Not real super mutant. Make Strong angry.
Well, I'll be damned. I never knew that those coursers came with a free prize. So, what's our next move? Find someone that can read that chip?
Desdemona would kill to have that chip, boss. We need to get it to the railroad.
Seriously? Was that the best the Institute's got? I ain't impressed. Now, what do you say we get that courser chip decoded, huh?
I doubt the Institute is going to appreciate us putting down one of their lackeys. We ought to find someone to analyze that chip. Pronto.
Taking down that courser went about as well as could be expected. Now we just have to find someone to decode that chip.
So, that's the supposedly terrifying Institute courser? Didn't put up much of a fight. I've killed ferals that were more tenacious. Now, let's take that chip you've recovered and have it decrypted as soon as possible.
Such a wonder! The Institute has advanced bioengineering to such a degree. So much power is contained in such a small, tiny chip.
That cursor was a piece of cake. Hell, I've ended tougher guys in the combat zone with me bare hands. Now let's take the chip and find someone that can read the damn thing.
Sir, please be sure to exercise a bit of wisdom when it comes to handing over that chip. I can't imagine the harm it could wrought if placed in the wrong hands. Mum, please be sure to exercise a bit of wisdom when it comes to handing over that chip. I can't imagine the harm it could wrought if placed in the wrong hands.
Damn. I've heard the Institute has some kind of super agents, but I never thought I'd get personally acquainted with one.
Courser good fighter. Strong better fighter.
Now, let me get this straight. You're trusting a machine to safely take you apart, then put you back together. Well, I'll tell you what, if you make it back, I'll be the first to shake your hand, if you still have one.
You'll be fine, boss. Tinker Tom's devices usually work. If not, could I have your stuff?
Shame this teleporter you're building only goes to the Institute. Could have some serious fun with that kind of tech.
Do me a favor. Once you're in there, remember the looks on the faces of those Institute goons.
Hard to believe you're really gonna set foot inside the Institute. Given this teleport hijacker actually works, of course. Which it will, I'm sure.
This teleportation device you're building is a feat of engineering genius. It's a crime that the Institute is exploiting this technology for their own nefarious purposes.
You simply must survive. I need to conduct a full battery of tests on you when you return. Such a marvel!
I hope you're planning on using that teleporter by yourself, because I won't go near the damn thing. Sounds like a one-way ticket to heaven.
It's fascinating you intend to build something so complex out of the dregs of the Commonwealth. Why, that would mean it's conceivable to continue building all sorts of complex machinery with these mere leftovers.
If anyone can make sense of this crazy Institute teleporter tech, it's Sturgis. He hasn't let me down yet.
Humans like big machines. Too many machines for Strong.
Well, you still look like you, so I guess the machine didn't turn you into a pile of mush. Now all you need to explain is how the heck you managed to get out of the Institute alive.
Ah, yes! You made it to the Institute and back in one living, breathing piece. And I'm 100 caps richer. Drummer Boy's gonna be so pissed.
I gotta be hallucinating. 'Cause there's no way you managed to escape the Institute.
I'd assumed this Institute excursion of yours was going to be a one-way trip. Sure proved me wrong.
I'm a little shocked the Institute let you leave. Unless you're some sort of synth replacement. Which is just crazy.
So, it appears your infiltration of the Institute was a success. It's a pleasure to see you again, soldier.
You survived the transmission to the Institute. Such luck! Now I can begin my testing. All your molecules are here, yes?
All right, I admit it. I never thought you'd make it out of the Institute alive. Which means I might owe some caps to a few people. Don't blame me. The odds were too good to pass up.
Oh, thank heavens you've returned. You've no idea how distressing it is to see someone vanish into thin air.
Now that you've seen the Institute, you've seen the future of mankind.
You just made history. Visiting the Institute is a one-way trip for most people.
Human gone long time. Then just appear. Strong thought machine kill human.
Only raiders would be stupid enough to let a synth order them around. Let's go and help them sort things out.
So I get to reclaim myself a synth. Desdemona's gonna be thrilled with this, but hey, we gotta sell our cover, right?
Leave it to the Institute to ruin putting down some raiders by sending their lapdog along for the ride.
A synth taking up in Libertalia. I suppose some folks will do anything to get away from the Institute.
The Institute wants to clean out Libertalia. Are they actually doing something good for the Commonwealth, or did we slip into a parallel universe?
These synths we're after? Clearly he deserves his fate.
A synth telling a bunch of raiders what to do. Sounds like a mess we need to clean up.
The last thing raiders need is an intelligent leader. It would make them a proper force to be reckoned with, that's for sure.
Nice to see the Institute doing something to help the Commonwealth for once.
Good fight. Strong not like fake humans. Act like robots.
I don't care what the barrel of hookah whatever is for. If you want to help the Institute get that thing, they better be paying us well.
I've been looking forward to kicking the Brotherhood's teeth in. I owe them.
Tearing the Brotherhood a new one I can get behind, but we gotta do it with the Institute.
The Brotherhood versus the Institute. Hard to tell who's the lesser evil here.
The Brotherhood and the Institute at war. Well, if we could guarantee no one else got hurt, I'd say it was a great idea.
I suppose the Brotherhood must be dealt with. It is a shame there is no peaceful alternative.
I dunno why Father has you fetching him this bit of junk. It better be leading to something worthwhile.
Ooh, two technological giants facing off. This should prove interesting.
The Brotherhood of Steel has no idea what they're up against. They're about to find out.
I can't say I'm sorry to see the Institute taking on the Brotherhood. They may be the only ones who stand a chance against them.
Strong hate Brotherhood. Smash them all!
Did you ever stop and think that those synths at Bunker Hill might not want to be found? Maybe we should just look the other way this time.
Isn't infiltration fun? Think too hard, it'll make your head spin.
Institute just can't let go, huh? They'll rip Bunker Hill apart just to keep some folks from living free.
Storming Bunker Hill. The Institute doesn't care who they hurt to get what they want, do they?
The Institute's willing to trash Bunker Hill to get at a couple of people trying to make it on their own? Monsters.
But these synths only wanted to be free. Is that really wrong?
Rounding up a bunch of escaped synths is about as much fun as catching rad roaches. Hope you have fun with that.
I'm not quite sure we're in the right here, sir. I simply don't understand why the Institute wants to deny synths their own life.
The people at Bunker Hill learned the price for harboring fugitive synths.
General, we should not be helping the Institute round up escaped synths, and attacking peaceful settlements in the process.
Good fight. Fake humans all smashed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure if your little announcement about the reactor going online is making me feel better or worse.
Liked your PSA about the great and powerful Institute. You should be a DJ.
Radio commercials are bad enough. Now you got the Institute making them too.
Your little broadcast has got a lot of people scared. Can't even keep the Institute out of our homes now.
Heard your broadcast. Message came through loud and clear. Nowhere is safe from the Institute.
Everyone is abuzz about your broadcast. Many are quite afraid about the Institute. I hope they needn't be.
Heard your little broadcast. I'm not sure if it's going to help or not, but you sure gave everyone something to think about.
Quite the interesting broadcast, sir. It'll be fascinating to see how the Commonwealth reacts after so much fear.
The reactor's online, and our enemies are on the run. It takes a lot to impress me, but you've done just that.
I guess we're just gonna have to learn to live with the Institute.
Other humans here this far away. Like radio-strong trick Rex human to use.
I can't believe you talked someone into working with the Institute. As if things out here aren't bad enough already.
Sure, work with the Institute. It'll be great. There's no way that could go wrong.
Welcome to the Institute, brother. Hope your new recruit likes living underground.
The Institute's recruitment process leaves something to be desired.
That guy you just recruited? He's probably never going to see the light of day again, is he?
Perhaps this alliance will be the start of something truly great, with the Institute helping the people, the possibilities.
I could care less if you convince someone to work for the Institute or not. If you're looking for moral guidance, you're talking to the wrong girl.
Hopefully the Institute can learn that the power of persuasion is still alive and well. They don't have to resort to this kidnapping nonsense.
I can't understand why anyone would need to be persuaded to join the Institute.
I sure hope you know what you're doing, General.
Too much talk. Humans should order other human. Obey or die.
Whew. That thing's going down faster than I thought. Nice shooting.
Now that was some fireworks show. Teach those Brotherhood bastards not to step into this Commonwealth.
I ain't thrilled about you back in the Institute, but you know how to light up one hell of a barbecue. Brotherhood won't be cleansing anyone now.
Who are the madmen now?
All those people.
So many people, and so much technology lost.
Never seen a prettier sight. Look at that thing burn.
Forgive me, sir. I can't help but think of all those lives lost. And the children. Misguided, yes, but they didn't deserve to share that fate.
They should have known better than to take on the Institute.
The Institute doesn't go in for half measures, do they?
Floating building finally fall. Strong knew it not fly forever.
Institute 1, Commonwealth 0. Not exactly the outcome I would have bet on, but as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
The price for this victory has been so high. I hope you use this opportunity wisely.
Looks like the Institute came out on top, and you helped get it there. Whatever happens now, I hope it was worth the price you paid.
You've made your choice, General. Now we all have to live with it.
It is such a shame that such a worthy scientific community required such a final end.